call me or what you want, but I'm out of here.
What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome to an A&R review where we talk about not just figures, movies, games, and everything in between. So before we begin, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and leave a comment as well, because we're giving away monthly prizes. So if you're a subscriber, you leave a comment on any of our videos, you'll have a chance to win a prize every month. Without further ado, today we are talking about this beautiful MAFEX Psylocke. I am super stoked of getting this figure out of the package and taking a look at her. She is one of the most underrated X-Men character in my opinion. I've never come across a Psylocke character that did her justice. Came close with the Marvel Select, but let's see if this one captures the X-Men, the 90s Jim Lee-esque X-Men Psylocke. One of the things I was going to mention is the price on her is obviously more expensive than our Marvel Legends, so let's see if we got our money's worth. All right, let's take a look around the box here. So your typical MAFEX box, and they do number their boxes. So this is 141, and then you've got, Psylocke with the Marvel logo here. Nice window here so you can see the actual figure and all the accessories. Side of the box, you have a nice, beautiful artwork of her, and then the other side, the actual name. Back of the box, you have, the Psylocke, all the accessories she comes with, and a couple of poses, and also the different head sculpts. The top of the box, you have the X-Men Psylocke and the name here. So the bottom of the box, one of the things that you want to make sure is there's a hologram sticker there that make sure lets you know that it is not a bootleg. So this is a legit item from Medicon MAFEX. All right, so we're gonna open this box up and let's see how she is. All right. And here she is out of the package, and she looks really good. I mean, under the lights that we have here, the blue is metallic, and I really like that. I'm a sucker for metallic paint jobs. The hair is great, nice and purple, not black like we've seen with the Marvel Legends Psylocke. But I really absolutely love the paint job on her. She looks great. The face, it's killer. Like, it is on point. The eyes, the mouth, everything, it just looks really, really nice. As I'm looking around the figure, the paint is so clean. I mean, there's no paint rubbing or the paint is bleeding over onto the skin tone. It's just really clean. And, for the price we're paying for this figure, it should be, impressive. And right now, just from the looks of it, it is really, really nice. There is one little gripe that I have, is the skin tone on the bottom part of the arm right here, or the elbow part, versus the shoulder. It seems to be a different shade of skin tone here, just very slightly, but I noticed it that you can tell a little bit of a different color here. It's more orangey in the shoulder than the actual bicep area. I do appreciate the detail here with the wrapped blue strings on her leg. She does not have a second boot on the leg, so that is accurate. I like that. And this is based off the Jim Lee. So the belt piece itself here is nice. It's independent, so it does just add that little element of, for articulation's sake, it just looks better when you're doing a pose that the belt is not attached to the actual waist. So I appreciate that. Like I mentioned, the head sculpt, it is just absolutely beautiful. The hair is just on point. Love that tint of purple. It's really vibrant and nice. So, you got your blue, your pink, and your purple here with the skin tone. I just think it's a really, really nicely painted figure. Aesthetically, thumbs up here. So articulation wise, we always have the articulation on the screen somewhere, but I am going to move her around a little bit here. She is sitting on, the neck is sitting on a dumbbell joint, so you can get the neck moved around. Obviously the hair in the back is restricting her from moving her head up, but you do have pretty good range for everything else. The upper body here, in terms of the shoulder, it is on a butterfly joint. That is nice. It is the MAFEX style. They have done this with the Catwoman figure, so it's essentially the same body. And then for the bicep swivel, you have it right there. I did mention the skin tone is a little bit off on this one. Check yours to see if it's the same or off. And you have double elbow here, the MAFEX style double elbow. The wrist is sitting on a ball peg, so you can have good rotation. The upper body here is sitting on a diaphragm joint, so you do have swivel, and then the waist itself has swivel as well. So good articulation for the upper body. The leg, you do have no thigh cut, but you do have double knee, and then you have the ankle up and down, rocking, and then you also have the toe articulation. This is your MAFEX style of articulation, right? They give you pretty much all you would need to get your figures in a really good pose. The thigh cut is the only thing that you kind of wish you had, but the way that they have the thigh to be able to swivel a little bit and move around, it kind of covers for that. I do want to mention one thing. For the ab, she is sitting on a joint at the waist, so you can get a really good ab crunch there. All right, accessory wise, well, she comes with a bevy of accessories, as MAFEX should, because of the price point. And you know what? This is some cool shit right here. First off is the additional head sculpt they give us. This is the pissed off hair waving head sculpt, and I like it. It's pretty cool. I think it's nice to get an expressive face. So it's good from the normal, you know, I'm just like a robot face, to I'm going to destroy you face right here. So this is nice, and it's well painted. The teeth is actually painted well. There's no bleeding over of the purple lipstick onto the teeth. So that's nice. So we'll start from the top here, work our way down to the bevy of accessories as I mentioned. Top here, we got some energy effects. We got 6 of them total. These ones are like the buzzsaw blades, so you get those effects. I actually like those. Those are pretty cool. And next up, I have these fireball effects. These are pretty cool. I like that, sort of like a la Dragon Ball or even Street Fighter. And then my favorite, I think, is these ones. They remind me of her just, you know, like cutting down people, sort of an extended sword, right? Her powers, you know, she's got that ability to use her hands when she's not using her katana. You know, I always found it weird that why she would need swords if she's got this. You know, this is almost the same size as a sword. Why have katanas? Maybe just have guns or something, right? It'd be better. Then you have close range and far range capabilities. All right, next up is the hands. So these guys, look at that high five hands. I love that. And then you've got gripping hands. Then she has these hands right here with the actual pegs to hold the buzzsaw effects. And then she basically can do that. So that's cool. And then finally you have closed fist hands because she needs to punch people in the face, right? All right, so the last bit is obviously the coolest part, is the Katana Swords, right? So she's got 2 swords. They're beautifully crafted, I gotta say. The gold and the black leather straps on here, really nicely done. And then we got here 2 swords, sheets that hold the sword. I believe they're called sheets, correct? Let me know in the comment section actually what is it called in Japanese. But these are not swords. Well, they are, but not whole swords. It's a trick right here. And there's a reason for this madness of taking these pieces out, because you can actually put it in here. So this is another belt, but it actually has the sheets in the back, and rather than putting an entire sword in the back, you just basically put these on, and it looks like it just gives you the effects that the sword is actually inside, which is good because, you know, you don't want to be trying to put a whole sword in there and maybe break it off. So this is just an easier way to do it, and voila, you've got the sword in the back to give that effect with the belt on. So yeah, I really like that ease approach of just putting it together like that. And mine is probably backwards, but you get the idea, okay? All right, comparison time. So we've got the MAFEX Wolverine and the MAFEX Cyclops. She kind of sits in between the two of them. I wish she was a little bit taller because, well, she is supposed to be taller than Wolverine, not supposed to be on the same height as him. But that's probably just because MAFEX made Wolverine too tall. Other than that, you know, I think she's not bad. Height-wise, I think she kind of fits in with this MAFEX line, and I can't wait for them to kind of branch out and do more characters from the X-Men series. Next up, we have the MAFEX Ben Reilly Spider-Man and the Gambit MAFEX figure here. Both of these figures I did a review on. You can probably check them. They're probably in the description box below, or you can just check it on our video list. But these two are great figures in their own right, and she fits right in with these guys in terms of the aesthetics and the height. Perfect. All right, and finally we have the Marvel Select Psylocke and the Marvel Legends Psylocke. For me, the height between the two, the MAFEX and the Legends, is very, very close. Maybe the MAFEX is just a little bit shorter, but pretty close in terms of height. This obviously being the 7-inch line, it's going to be a lot bigger. But, you know, up until now, I was considering this as probably the best Psylocke that I ever owned. But this figure has a lot of things going for it. All right, what's my final take on this beautiful figure? Well, just because the fact that I said beautiful right there should kind of give it away. This is a great figure. Is it the best Psylocke we've gotten? I would have to say yes. Even the price point that she's at, I think she still is aesthetically, articulation wise, and the accessories that she comes with, probably your best Psylocke you're gonna get. The Marvel Legends, it is at a price point, and it'll do the job for people who don't really care for her. But if you're a big fan of X-Men and you will want to see the best characters in your collection, Psylocke is part of the X-Men, not being the main family part, but she is still an integral part of the Uncanny X-Men. I think she's an absolute buy if you're an X-Men fan, and I think MAFEX have another great figure on their hands. They take forever with these figures, and maybe there's a reason for this. Maybe they want to make sure it's good. And right now, I think 2021, I can safely say MAFEX has brought in some crazy figures, and this is one of them right here. What's also crazy is if you don't subscribe. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you have a chance to win a prize every month. Now that is uncanny. As always, have yourself a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh yeah! Close that off, cheesy.